father of the young Rust armorer is now claiming that the set of the Western film was sabotaged. Alec Baldwin had just recently denied pulling the trigger and blamed an accidental discharge for the prop revolver going off, but he also was adamant that he had no idea live rounds were present on the set. Hannah Reid, who was the film's armorer, was defended by her father Thel Reid on Good Morning America. The veteran armorer, who has worked on a number of films in the past, insisted that his daughter followed all of the correct safety protocols. He then claimed that the prop handed to Baldwin was sabotaged by a disgruntled crew member who wanted to cause a safety incident after there had been so many complaints. However, he explains that whoever did this never intended on it being a fatal incident. On October 21st, after checking the revolver for rehearsals, Hannah handed the prop revolver to assistant director Dave Halls. He then handed that to Alec Baldwin, which then led to the incident of the prop discharging and striking Helena Hutchins. So far as of this moment, no one has been arrested because authorities are still continuing their investigation. In Alec Baldwin's tearful ABC interview, he said that what happened was not his fault and then added that he couldn't say whose fault it was. Although as many news sources reported right around the time of the original incident, the set had been plagued with many safety concerns that even led to the union staff walking off. Thel Reid is insisting that his daughter shouldn't be the one to take the blame for this. He told ABC's Good Morning America that she has been around weapons her entire life and does about as good a job as he does. He also said that had Hannah been present inside of that church for rehearsals, she would have had the opportunity to check it a final time and found the live round inside, adding, "That one time they should have had her on set, she would have found it. She knows what to do, she does the job as good as I do now." And their lawyer Jason Bowles also announced to the press that they have submitted proof that someone sabotaged Hannah and have given that evidence over to the sheriff. They are really considering sabotage to be the most likely possibility, and the evidence they submitted was the proof of motive. Thel goes on to add, "Why Hannah might have been a target, that's all gone to the sheriff. We're asking for all of that to be completed before any decision is made on charging." And some of the complaints that were allegedly coming from these disgruntled crew members were being asked to work for too long, compromise on safety protocols, and travel for at least an hour to and from the set every day because the production apparently would not pay for them to stay closer. Rust was also only the second film that Hannah had been hired to work on as a lead armorer. Because of the walk-off, she also had to act as a prop master, which she says stretched her thin. Her father reiterated this and claimed that she didn't like that she had to now split her focus on two jobs. The reason why Hannah wasn't inside the church at the time was because she had to be outside doing her prop master duties. According to Hannah's attorney, she checked the weapon and then handed it to Dave Halls, as I mentioned earlier, who has also admitted to not checking every chamber before passing it off to Alec Baldwin. The attorney adds, "She had two duties, prop duties and armorer duties. She had spun the cylinder, given it to Halls, shown him each of the 6 rounds, given it to Halls. He was going to take custody of that weapon then." At the end of the day though, it will be up to the sheriff's department to determine who is at fault once their investigation comes to a close. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all of this though, because unfortunately that's all the time that we have for today. So stay classy and I'll see you on the next one.